This video covers section 10.2, solving quadratic equations by the quadratic formula. Objective 3, model and solve problems involving quadratic equations. Practice 5. Here's a problem that I'd like you guys to try to set up and solve. And come back when you're ready to see the solution. So please press pause on your video and work this out and come back when you're ready to see the solution. Now that you've had a chance to work this out, I'll work this out with you. So we have a rectangular plot of land. And it's designed so that its length is 14 meters longer than its width. And the diagonal of this land is known to be 34 meters. What are the dimensions of this land? When we see rectangle diagonal, we see right angles. And when you have a right triangle, we have Pythagorean theorem. Which says that the sum of the lengths of the side of the triangle is equal to the length of the diagonal. So this is length squared plus width squared equals the diagonal squared. And the length is 14 meters longer than the width. And the diagonal is 34. So we FOIL out the 14 plus W. 14 times 14 is 196. Then you're going to get a 14W and a 14W, which is 28W, plus W squared. Plus the other W squared equals 34 squared. $1,156. Writing this in standard form, we're going to have 2W squared plus 28W minus 196 minus 1,156 which is negative 960. Everything is divisible by 2 there. So I divide that by 2, divide that by 2, divide that by 2. Now that most likely factors, but they're rather large numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and just use the quadratic formula on this. Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c. Divided by 2 times a. We have the 14 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 480. 14 squared is 196. 4 times 480 is 1920. 1920 and 196 is 2,116. And that is 46. Square root of 2,116 is 46. And so then our two solutions are negative 14 plus 46. Or negative 14 minus 46. So we get 16 or negative 30. So these were the widths, the proposed widths. We know that widths are never negative. And so the width equals 16. And the length is 14 more than that. Equals 30. So 16 meters by 30 meters. And this concludes the video for section 10.2, solving quadratic equations by the quadratic formula, objective 3, model and solve problems involving quadratic equations.